Hi, it's Caitlin from Caitlin Swatches, and I'm here today with some new releases from Rogue Lacquer, as well as some polishes that have been out for a while, but they're worth sharing, so why not share them with you? So the new collection launching on June 24th is inspired by summer storms. I will include details about the polishes down in the description, as well as a link to the Rogue Lacquer shop so you can pick these up. And the other polishes that I'm sharing are from the Flashback Firework collection. I think I got that right. And those are reflective magnetic hollow polishes. So I've got a lot of pretty stuff to share with you, so let's get into it. Let's start off with the Summer Storms collection. This one is called Tsunami, and it is described as a slate gray hollow packed with purple and teal to green contrast shimmer, as well as hollow microflakes. So this one has a really nice formula. It was completely opaque for me in 2 coats. It's so easy to work with, just like every Rogue Lacquer I've ever used. And as you can see, the hollow flakes are very rainbowy and the shimmer is super strong. So I applied 2 coats and top coat and just a blurry hollow shot for you. And here you can see just that this is a really beautiful, stormy looking gray with super intense shimmer. Next up we have Shattered Lightning, and this one is described as the classic shattered finish from Rogue Lacquer. So if you're familiar with, I think there was one called Shattered Balls, maybe it was like a Christmas themed one, but Rachel does several polishes like this with different color flakes mixed with the silver metallic flakes. So this one is, of course, the silver metallic flakes with scattered hollow and purple and blue metallic flakes. So this one has a really good formula. I maybe could have done 3 coats, but it's so sparkly and fun to look at that any like gaps in my nail were completely distracted with by the flakes themselves. So I think 2 coats is great, and I actually really love how this looks in that sort of indirect lighting. Next up we have Dustnado, and this one is described as a taupe base with red, orange, and fuchsia glass flakes, as well as black flakes. So this one has a very sheer base, as you can see, but it builds up beautifully in 2 coats. Some people might want to do 3 if they have a more prominent free edge, but I personally really liked how it looked in 2 coats. And as you can see, the flakes are very abundant, and you get a lot of them without any effort. So you definitely want a glossy top coat to smooth everything out. There's a tiny bit of texture from the flakes, but top coat will take care of it. And in a second, you'll see just how vibrant and luminous those orange, fuchsia, red flakes are. And here we have Thunderdome. This one is described as a storm cloud. Oh my gosh, I can't speak today. I'm very sorry. A storm cloud gray with micro hollow flakes and sapphire, cyan, purple crystal color shifting flakes. So again, this one has a relatively sheer base, but it builds up really nicely. I actually did 3 coats for this one because I just wanted it to deepen up with the base color and sort of match what I saw in the bottle. But I really love these sapphire color shifting flakes. I think they're really interesting and beautiful, and I also love the hollow in this one. I think it's such a nice complement. So again, this one has a bit of texture when it dries down, so you definitely want a good glossy top coat. It won't be difficult to remove it all, but you just want to make it as smooth as possible, or at least I do. So here you can see how luminous and shifty those flakes are. They're really beautiful, and it's definitely a very stormy looking polish. So next up we have the Firework Flashback set, and these polishes all feature hollow reflective glitter, and they're also magnetic. So this one, I obviously love the name because, I mean, flying saucers are like so cool and iconic, and I'm just all about the aesthetic of like aliens and flying saucers and UFOs. I don't necessarily believe in aliens, but you never know. So anyway, this one is a silver polish in the set, so it has reflective pigment, hollow, and as you can see, a magnetic effect, which I used a neodymium magnet, which I think is really the best kind of magnet to use when you're working with magnetic polishes. I'd applied it after every coat, as you saw, and I did find the magnetic effect in these polishes to be relatively subtle, but it's a nice effect anyway. And here we have Flashcracker, which is the gold sibling to Flying Saucer. And this one has a really pretty, almost sand-like color to it. So these, as you can also see, do dry down with a lot of texture. So you definitely want a good glossy top coat once you've applied 2 coats. Some people might want 3, but when I'm working with reflective glitters, because they're so thick, I find it best to apply in 2 coats whenever possible. So as you can see, this has a really beautiful golden effect. I love how sparkly it is. If you like gold polishes, you'll definitely love this one. So next up we have Crackling Cauldron, and this is the red sibling in the collection. So this one is also the same concept. So I guess in terms of my application tips, I would suggest, as I said earlier, applying the magnet after each coat to make sure you get the strongest effect possible. Whenever possible, apply just 2 coats and hold the magnet over your polish for as long as you possibly can. Obviously, I'm speeding through it in my videos, but 20 to 30 seconds is good. But if you can hold the magnet over the nail for the entire time it's drying, that will make sure you have the strongest line possible. And last but not least, we have Supercharged, which for some reason is making me think of Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know, maybe it's just this particular shade of blue. But anyway, this has the same kind of formula as the last ones that you saw, and I'm applying it in 2 coats, and obviously these are very textured, so you're going to want to use a really good thick glossy top coat, if not 2 layers of top coat or a glitter grabber type top coat, to make sure you have the smoothest finish possible. But the good news is that these polishes are pretty easy to remove. So here it is in 2 coats plus top coat. In terms of my favorites out of those polishes that I shared with you, I would say that Dustnado is just so beautiful. I absolutely love that taupe base and the way that the flakies are kind of like red and pink, and they're just so vibrant against it. And of course the black flakes, which I love. I just think it's a really beautiful polish and it's super unique. So I definitely recommend that one, but I would love to hear which polishes you like best. Let me know if you've already picked up some of those reflective magnetic polishes. Let me know your thoughts. And I guess that's it for this video. Hopefully I will see you in my next one. Have a great day. Bye.